One young white couple was attacked in the Mission Hill neighborhood.
Charles Stuart, who went by Chuck, told the dispatcher, "My wife's been shot. I've been shot." But when Chuck was asked where they were, he said they'd left Brigham and Women's Hospital only a few minutes before, but had no idea where he was. The police dispatcher tried to get Chuck to give him some idea of where he might be, but Chuck was fading in and out of consciousness. The dispatcher asked if Chuck could see any street signs, and a distressed Chuck replied that he didn't see any.
Tragically, Carol died several hours later at 3 a.m. from the point-blank gunshot wound to the back of her head. It was reported that as Chuck was being loaded into the ambulance, he was asked if he knew who shot him. His response was just 2 words: black man.
But as the detectives sat in the area where the shooting occurred, they realized there was one major difference between what they were seeing and what Chuck told the dispatcher. He'd said there was no one on the street to ask for help and couldn't see a street sign to guide first responders. But as detectives drove around that location on the same night of the week at the same time, the streets were bustling with people, so Chuck should have been able to find help. All of the streets had very noticeable and readable signs where Chuck said he hadn't been able to read them. So the detectives were beginning to think that Chuck Stewart might have been behind the murder.